Welcome to Space Atlas VR. I'm the Metaverse pirate. I'm inside my MetaQuest 3 and I downloaded it 3 months ago, a program called Space Atlas VR. It's free for nothing and it's made from a company in Italy. So let's go to our solar system and visit our sun. Let's look inside the inside of our sun. So there's a plasma hydrogen core, very hot, radiation zone, plasma convection zone, the photosphere, and the chromosphere. And the chromosphere is the hottest thingy of our sun. Our sun is a G2 type, it's a dwarf star, and it's the source of our life on Earth, because our planet only receives 0.1% of the total energy of the sun. So the fuel of the sun is hydrogen fission, not fission, it's called the opposite of fission. Hydrogen fusion, yes, hydrogen fusion. People think it's fission, but it's fusion. So hydrogen is transformed into helium and creates energy, light, and so on. And this is the picture of the sun in X-ray, because the sun is emitting different rays, visible light, gamma rays, and of course the famous solar wind. So this is the sun. Our sun will exist many billions of years, and then he will swell to a red giant and engulf all the planets over there. And then we have to move to somewhere else, I think. Okay, this is our mother star, the Sun. The planet Mercury is named after the god Mercurius. It was a Roman god because the ancient Egyptians, an ancient civilization, saw that planet as a moving object very fast, and that's why it's called Mercury. Mercury has no atmosphere, it's very hot over there, and it's locked in his orbit, which means that the same side is always pointing to the sun, and the dark side is very cold, and it has a nickel core and transmits a magnetosphere. So if we listen with our radio telescopes and the satellites, we can hear Mercury humming, because it has a nickel core and it has a magnetosphere. It's even stronger than you can take the things like that, so you can look inside like that. It's very interactive, and this program is a very good thing to learn to children how our solar system works. So there are missions. No missions yet, because the program is in beta. So I can see the craters and Mercury. I can take Mercury like that, so I can look to all the craters over there. So there's no life on Mercury because there's no atmosphere. There's been plenty of crafts like satellites and probes went over there, American, Japanese, even Chinese, even Russian over there, and well, they found absolutely nothing. So I already showed you the structure. This is the overview like that. There's the Mercury info. Okay, that's about it. Let's go to our next planet. This is the planet Venus, and it's our neighbor from the planet Earth, and it's a very hostile planet because the pressure of the atmosphere is 80 times that of ours. The temperature is very hot because there's a greenhouse effect that happened a million years ago, and the atmosphere is composed of carbon dioxide, sulfur thingies, and it's raining acid over there. So the Russians sent a probe over there, and that probe survived only a few hours before it was compressed like a peanut. So let's see for the missions. The missions I cannot do, coming soon. So the program is in beta. The main features. This is the evolution map of Venus. I need the structure inside so I can see what's inside. Again, it has an iron core, a rocky mantle, and a basalt crust, and a very faint magnetosphere, not as strong as Mercury. You can see the planet Venus in the morning and as a morning star, and in the evening as an evening star. And it has a cycle of 19 months, so every 19 months it's become an evening star or a morning star. Venus is the goddess of love, and the Greeks called her Aphrodite. So watch out at night, just before the sunset, and then you will see the brightest object in the sky, and that's the morning star or the evening star. Let's go to the third rock from the sun. Planet Earth. Missions coming soon. So I will take Earth like that, and there we see North America, we see the North Pole, and that map is not right because the ice cap on the North Pole is shrinking. So in the summertime we can sail from Russia to America if we want to. That's a very bad thingy. That's the land of the free over there, America. And in the middle we have Middle America, Panama, and then South America. Sorry about that. Let's go to Africa over there. Well, this is a great way to learn geography, because we Europeans living over there, we know a great deal about geography. And sadly, the average American does not know geography. So I must emphasize that my country, Belgium, is not a part of Scandinavia and not the capital of Spain. Just joking. Well, let's see how many moons we have. Oh, this is our moon. Oh, I can take it also in my hand. I have the moon in my hand. Fly me to the moon from Frank Sinatra. Love that. The main features, well, we all know what's that. You can take the pictures like that. No, it's not working. Sometimes it works, thingy. Well, I can take pictures like that. So the structure, let's see what's inside the planet Earth. Oh, that's something new. So this is the exosphere, 700,000 kilometers. So the air pressure is 0, and there are all the satellites in the thermosphere, 8,700 kilometers. I don't know how much that is in miles. The mesosphere, and all the meteorites are burning up, and space debris, because the space debris is now about 30,000 objects racing from a peanut to a school bus. And then you have the stratosphere, where the airplanes are, and then the troposphere, where the clouds are formed, the balloons, the airplanes, and so on. Well, don't underestimate the Kessler effect, because the Kessler effect can become real very soon, because there's one satellite missing from 1966, and he was here in the thermosphere, and now he's displaced. Nobody knows by who, but we think it's the Americans who done it. And now that Skynet 2, whose dead satellite, can collide with other satellites. And if that happens, you get the Kessler effect. And Elon Musk is launching every month his Starlinks over there. So the chances that we have a chain reaction becomes reality. And the first victim will be the International Space Station. So let's go look at the planet inside. We have again an iron and nickel inner core, and the magnetosphere is even stronger than Mercury, and it protects us from solar rays and the solar wind like that. So the rocky mantle and the rocky crust. The rocky crust is only 5 to 70 kilometers deep, and the most dangerous place on the planet Earth is one moment, wait for it. One moment, I have to turn like that. Oh, I'm lost. Oh yes. One moment, I will go to the dangerous place on this planet Earth. Takes a while to turn. Almost there. Almost there. Yes, there we are. So in the center there's Yellowstone Park, and Yellowstone Park is the weakest link in the Earth crust. So if I take about 5 hydrogen bombs and I put it in above Yellowstone Park, well, say bye-bye to planet Earth. Then there are dictators toying with that idea, so let's not think about that, because it's doom thingy. So this is the overview. Well, we know everything about the planet Earth, well, except for the most important species, the humans. I think the AI knows more about the planet Earth than the humans they do selves, but that's an academic question, and I don't do politics on my YouTube channel. Let's go to the next planet. Welcome to the planet Mars, the wet dream of a certain person called Elon Musk. So Mars is a bit smaller than the planet Earth, and the gravity is only 37% over there. So, and there are 2 moons over there, Phobos and Deimos, and they're not actually moons, they're asteroids trapped by the gravity. So on the South Pole there's a ice cap not made of water, but made of frozen carbon dioxide. So the atmospheric pressure is only 1 to 2% like that. So let's see to the Mars info. The missions. I have the missions. No missions. Missions are not available. Coming soon. Land on Mars. I can land on Mars. So let's land on Mars. So Perseverance. Let's go to Perseverance. So I will land now on Mars. I have my helmet on. Okay, here we are. I can switch off my HUD. Yes. And there's Perseverance. So we can't fly because there's a thin atmosphere, and in the summertime of Mars there's dust devils. So, well, we have a lot of machinery on Mars. So the Mars panel, let's go to the Mars panel again. Zero crater, open. Overview, one moment, change content. And this is the Perseverance. So it has artificial intelligence on board, but very primitive compared to our newest artificial intelligence. So the question, is there life on Mars? David Bowie sang it many years ago. So I will leave the Mars surface. Yes. Waiting, transporting me back to the planet Mars like that. So I go to the Mars info, already did that. So the planet Mars, Elon Musk thinks that in 20 or 25 years he will land as an old man over there. Well, I have to disappoint him. I talked to a certain ChatGPT, and he said that due to the Kessler effect, our violent nature of the human race, the Homo sapiens, it will be 500 years, not 25 years. So the wet dream of Elon Musk is a hoax, an illusion, and that's not fake news, that's reality. Just ask ChatGPT and ask him in all honesty, can Elon Musk colonize Mars in 25 years? The answer is no, in 500 years time perhaps. So it's a very hot debate, and well, Elon Musk is a dreamer and a very dangerous person, because he will become the most richest person in the planet Earth, and he could divide his wealth to the people who are hunger, starving, and he could save a lot of people. I think he's the most hated person on this planet Earth after a certain president. but I have to be careful because the algorithms of YouTube are checking what I'm saying. Well, there you have the Mars conundrum. Let's go to our next planet. This is the planet Jupiter. So we'll take Jupiter. Well, Jupiter is not exactly a planet because it's a gas planet. So it's made of mainly made of methane, hydrogen, helium. I don't know how to pronounce that. And it has a lot of moons. And they discovered by the Voyager 1 and 2, it has a very faint ring. And there's one moon that's very interesting. It's Io. I cannot show you the Io moons. Let me see now. Oh yes, I can show you Io. Oh yes. Oh dear. That's interesting. And the moon of Io was photographed in 1979 by the Voyager, and they discovered active volcanoes. So the reason why there are volcanoes, because the gravity of Jupiter is in, out, and you get friction like that. The most likely place where there could be life is Europa, and they made a movie about that many years ago. It was called 2010, because over there's a liquid ocean over there, and it's very well probable that there is life over there. Perhaps very simple life, bacteria or something like that. Well, the main features. So Eos, Jupiter, the structure, let's see the structure inside. So hydrogen, liquid hydrogen, and this is the fifth element, metallic hydrogen, and it acts with a very strange magnetosphere, and inside there's water, methane, and ammonia, ice, and the core is made from a rocky planet like that. But in fact, Jupiter has to be considered as a failed star because he had not enough mass to ignite as a star. So this is the planet Jupiter. You can see Jupiter at night now, at midnight, in the northern hemisphere. And that's about the information about let me see if there are other things. Structure, main features. Well, that's about it. Jupiter. The planet Saturn. We all know Saturn because it has rings, and even in medieval times they recognized a certain form like that, but very faint. But it was actually Galileo Galilei, was an Italian, an astronomer, who went to Holland, and he met Christian Huygens. And he was the inventor of the primitive telescope, and he stole his idea, and he made a telescope, and he was the first one to saw that Saturn had rings. And then he was house arrest by the Pope, and he was under house arrest for the rest of his life because he spread heresy and fake news. When that time there was also fake news. So you can land on Saturn's moon. Never done that. So land on available in full version. I can only land on Enceladus. So I have to be satisfied with that thingy. Oh, this is Enceladus. So I have to stop the heart. Oh, now I have a beautiful view like that. And they're made of ice crystals like that. So this is the moon of Enceladus. And there are geysers over there because it's a fountain of ice like that. So it's a pity that I cannot visit the moon of... Okay, I'm back, loading. Saturn info. Let's have a look. Missions. Do I have missions? No, no missions. Do I have moons? Oh, Tethys. Moon, yes. That is Titan. Titan is very interesting. This is Titan. And Titan is the only moon who has nitrogen, liquid nitrogen over there. There are oceans, and there was already a probe thingy to visit that planet, and they discovered really nitrogen. But life, we don't think so. Rhea, Mimas, Enceladus. Main features. So the rings are made from ice chunks, water, methane, and so on. And now the structure. So let's have a look inside. The atmosphere, gas, the mantle, water and ammonia, and ice and rock core. It has no magnetosphere. And the very strange thing about this planet is if you put it in an imaginary hot tub with water, filled with water, it would float because the density of that planet is less than water. Very strange fact like that. So, well, let's go to our next planet. Hello, and here we are, and you have to pronounce it, this planet, as Uranus, not your anus, because that's something else. You always say your anus. No, it's Uranus, and it's mainly made of methane. So let's look for the moons. There's only one moon, Titania. Well, there's nothing much to see here. So let's go to the structure over there. It has hydrogen and methane, water, methane. It's very, 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 very cold. Because the sunlight, if you were standing on Uranus, you will see the sun like a faint light over there. So there's not much light over there. So the Voyager went over there, the Voyager 1, and then he went upwards, and then he went to Proxima Centauri. The Voyager 2 went to the last planet over there. Well, let's go to Neptune. And we come to our last planet. It's called Neptune. Neptune was the god of the sea in the Greek mythology, like that. And it's also very cold, and it has a green spot over here, as you can see. And it was visited by the Voyager 1 and the Voyager 2. So all the names are coming from mythology. And normally there's the planet Pluto, but Pluto was decommissioned and is not considered as a planet anymore, but as a planetoid or asteroid, because he's too small. And he has a twin moon or twin planet called Charon, like that. Well, this is the program Space Atlas VR, like that. So Space Atlas VR demo. It's free for nothing. You can download it on the Meta Store, and it's still in progress. And well, I think in a few months' time they will ask money for that. So well, thank you for watching this tour of the solar system. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you when there's a new update from programs that worth mentioning in my MetaQuest 3. Beam me up, Mr. Scotty.